So people will always talk, people will judge, people will misunderstand 100%. There is no two ways about it. This is the human fallen nature. But at the end, it is what the Lord had chosen. That's what matters. Much more powerful. Self-denial. Can you live where nobody applauds you? Can you accept where nobody recognizes you? Can you live? Can you accept? Can you accept to sit at the back or even deposed, kicked out? Can you accept? What do you think? Preaching about the Lord is fun? Preaching about the Lord is just a lesson I learned. I studied, I researched, and now I'm ready. Yalla. What is this? You need to sit at His feet. You need to embrace the cross. You need to die with the Lord. You need to be there with Him at the 10th hour, in the heart of His death, in the heart of self-denial. Because you need to learn Jesus Christ lived for His dad. He never lived for Himself, not even one single moment while He was on earth. Everything was His dad. John the Baptist started preaching after he lived 30 years in the wilderness. 30 years. We live in air-conditioned homes, very comfortable beds. In winter, electric blankets, keeping it nice and cozy. In summer, air conditioning, very nice and cool. We have food, we have refrigerators, we have microwaves, they're not good for you. We have everything. We have remote controls everywhere. The TV remote control, the garage remote control, even my mouth is a remote control. We have remote controls everywhere. So life, so easy, with the press of a button. And you're going to live 30 years in the wilderness and let me see how you're going to do. What did John the Baptist encounter in his life while living in the desert? How many days and months and years was he hungry? How many attacks did he receive from the enemy? You know, in the wilderness it's different. Oh yeah, the attacks are different. When somebody spooky appears in the middle of the darkness and you're alone in the desert, where are you going to run? You'll run out of your skin. That's where you're going to run. You will run out of your skin. I don't want to talk. Seriously. My beloveds, people will always talk, but they don't even know what they're saying. Well, the Lord Jesus said it while on the cross. He said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. If they knew, they wouldn't have done it. So people will always talk. People will judge. People will misunderstand 100%. There is no two ways about it. This is the human fallen nature. But at the end, it is what the Lord had chosen. That's what matters. The Lord. You need to come to know the Lord. Don't worry about what people think of you or the way they perceive you. With all love and respect to all these people. But the most important thing, you need to come to get to know the Lord Jesus. You are not here for people. You are not here either for yourself. You are here for Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You need to know Him in order to love Him and live for Him. And the beginning to all of this is, I am not worthy to undo your shoelace. Humility, self-denial, the 10th hour, dead. Dead to myself, living for Christ. St. Paul, in his epistle to the Romans, chapter 12, verse 1 to 2, my brethren, I beseech you to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, acceptable to God, your intellectual service. I beseech you to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. There is contradiction in this verse, but if there isn't, to us there is, but biblically, truthfully, spiritually, there is no contradiction, because St. Paul saying, offer your body as a living sacrifice. Sacrifice means it is dead, living is living. How can it be a living sacrifice? Because when you offer a sacrifice, you slain the animal in the Old Testament. You slain it. That is called a sacrifice. So when you slain something, you're killing it. So St. Paul, how can I give my body as a living sacrifice? He says you can be dead, sacrifice, be dead to the world and be living to Christ. Be deaf to the voice of the world and be all ears open to the voice of the Messiah, the living Messiah. So you can offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. Die to the world, live for Christ. Die to your old Adam and live for the new Adam risen from the dead. All glory to His holy and mighty name. Don't live for yourself, live for the Lord. This is the beginning to knowing God, in order to loving God, in order to living for God. Because you cannot live with someone unless you love that someone.